This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, July 25th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Hey, if you're commuting out Route 214 Central Avenue in the neighborhood of Riva, be advised that the Maryland Department of Transportation's State Highway Administration is doing an emergency repair. Apparently, a pipe failed under the road yesterday morning, just west of Brick Church Road on Central Avenue. That intersection is closed at Riva Road, and they are instructing people to take Maryland 424, Davidsonville Road, or Maryland 2, Solomon's Island Road as alternate routes. Julie Antonucci from Arnold was running on the B&A trail last weekend when all of a sudden she heard, "Watch out," and a cyclist ran right into her. She was ultimately transported to the University of Maryland Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore, where she was in the ICU for 2 days with a 10-centimeter laceration on her liver, broken ribs, a broken nose, internal bleeding, and scrapes and bruises everywhere. Additionally, her 2 front teeth were knocked out. According to the Anne Arundel County Fire Department, these types of collisions are rare, but they do happen. And Antonucci had told the Capitol that her running friends have seen some very close calls on the trail in the past. John Corrin, who's the president of the Bicycle Advocates for Annapolis and Anne Arundel County, said that he has reminded bikers to obey the posted 15-mile-an-hour speed limit and to alert pedestrians by either ringing their bell or calling out to them as they approach. And he also said that groups of cyclists should pass single file. Antonucci's doctor said that she should be able to go home a little bit later on today. And this actually brings up a good question about insurance. If this was a car and a pedestrian, the car insurance would cover it. If it was a car and a bicycle, the car insurance would cover it. But what about a pedestrian and a bicyclist? Do we need bike insurance? I don't know. You can add another award to the Capital Gazette and the Baltimore Sun. They won the Breaking News Award from the National Press Club yesterday, and they won the award for their, quote, courageous coverage, unquote, of the shooting at the Annapolis paper in June of 2018. Of course, as we all know, that shooting was allegedly committed by Jared Ramos, where he killed 5 people: Gerald Fishman, Rob Hyacin, John McNamara, Rebecca Smith, and Wendy Winters. In making the award, the National Press Club said the category was judged on the quality of the reporting, the speed and innovation, with specific attention to reporting in the first 24 hours, as well as the use of various formats to reach consumers. Good news for Professor Bruce Fleming. He is a controversial and often outspoken critic of the Naval Academy. He was removed from teaching back in August of 2018 after a 7-month-long investigation into his conduct. He is a tenured professor of 31 years, and he appealed his removal to the Merit Systems Protection Board. They ultimately reversed Fleming's removal and ordered back pay. Being one of the Naval Academy's most senior professors, he did earn $130,000 a year. And back in June of 2018, the Academy said that Fleming was being removed on the grounds that his behavior was, quote, unbecoming of a federal employee. This all stemmed from a 16-page complaint lodged by a midshipman, Matthew DeSantis, in January of 2018, discussing Fleming's unorthodox teaching methods. In one instance, he sent a photo of himself wearing a Speedo to an all-male class. He was alleged to have used demeaning language in the classroom, and at one point referred to students as right-wing extremists. It's unsure when exactly Fleming will return to the classroom, but I would expect that to be relatively soon. Now, when I was in college, I always used to like to nap, but now that I'm an adult, that's a little bit more infrequent. But hey, if I'm at BWI, I now have a way to do that. Minute Suites is going to begin construction on 5 relaxation and workstation rooms in the airport's Concourse C. These are private nap and work rooms, and right now the company has 6 locations in 4 airports, including Philadelphia, Atlanta, as well as Charlotte. And for about $42, you can have a private nap/work room. That number is based on Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and I imagine that does fluctuate depending on the market. Now, the Maryland Board of Public Works did approve a contract with Minute Suites yesterday, and under that deal, the company is going to pay the Maryland Department of Transportation's Aviation Administration $2,083 a month, or 10% of the gross revenues for the rooms that are rented. It is a 7-year contract, and now you can nap or work in private at BWI. Okay, that does it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. Click on that first link in our show notes and find out all the different ways that you can connect with us. If you are someplace you can give us a recommendation or a review, please do that and recommend us to your friends and family. That would be much appreciated. It is Thursday. We've got Trevor with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. And of course, we've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast coming up in just a minute. But first, here's a little something about Kegs in Corks, which is coming up on August 17th. And you should probably go get your tickets right now.
Hey, it's Nisi. Join me Saturday, August 17th for the Kegs and Corks Festival at the Annapolis County Fairgrounds. Tickets benefit the Special Olympics of Maryland and include a souvenir glass, unlimited wine and beer samples, plus live music by Amish Outlaws, J. Coursey Willis and the Stone Authors, and the XPD Band. Enjoy over 80 Maryland wines, 40 craft beers, incredible food, unique arts and crafts, and more. Get tickets now and start the party at noon instead of 1. Go now to kegsandcorksfest.com for tickets.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, July 25th. Another sunny summer day today for Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County with highs 84 to 89 degrees, followed by more sunshine in mid to upper 80s tomorrow to end the work week. And then comes the weekend, and it'll be another sunny and very warm setup for the region with highs back in the 88 to 95 degree range. So plan accordingly as you finalize the details for the weekend ahead. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
You might think a community is defined as people with common interests living in a particular place. Like most of us in Annapolis, we like being near the water and the history of our town. To us at Bay Village Assisted Living and Memory Care, it's more. It's a neighborhood with spacious private residences, fresh dining options, an art studio, theater, and more. All overlooking 3 acres of expansive outdoor spaces right here in Annapolis. And 24-hour care, safe and secure for the ones we love. Our new $30 million community is also environmentally responsible with LEED Gold certification and a focus on forest conservation. We invite you to visit our sales center on Bay Village Drive across from Giant at our open house Thursday, July 24th and Friday, July 25th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bay Village Assisted Living and Memory Care, a community designed with Annapolis in mind. Learn more at bayvillageassistedliving.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker's Minute, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Today at Rasa Juice Shop on Maryland Avenue, they're having a macrame craftivity night. Celebrate Rasa's 1-year anniversary with different workshops, including the one today, learning how to make macrame accessories. Saturday at the Ridgely Retreat in West Annapolis, they're hosting Soap Making Intensive. Learn how to make a range of exquisite self-care products, discover the history and chemistry of soap making, and the safety practices required to manufacture soap. Also Saturday, at Truxton Park, they're doing fish seining and counting. Use a seine net to gather fish, and then you'll identify and count the fish of Spa Creek before releasing them back to the creek. A fish biologist will be on hand to help identify fish. And Saturday night at Beverly Triton Nature Park, they're having stars and s'mores. Learn about the wonders of the night sky as a ranger guides you through the planets, constellations, and satellites while you enjoy a campfire and some gooey s'mores. Sunday at the Columbia Art Center in Columbia, they're doing Ukrainian egg decorating. Ukrainian eggs are incredible works of art, and here's your opportunity to learn how to create them. Learn the basics of wax-resist egg decorating using Ukrainian egg dyes. Explore different styles, tools, and methods, as well as the symbolism in Pisanka. Also Sunday, but in the other direction, Anne Marie Sculpture Garden in Solomons is having their annual Insectival. This annual insect festival celebrates and explores insects through games, art, activities, bug hunts, and more. And learn about different insects from the Friends of Anne Marie Gardens, including the Association of Maryland Beekeepers, the Maryland Entomological Association, the Natural History Society of Maryland, Wild Birds Unlimited, Honeybee Rescue of Southern Maryland, and more. As always, I know that Solomons is a bit of a hike from the Annapolis area, but Anne Marie Gardens is worth it, especially when they have special events like this. Wednesday at the Hammond Harwood House in Annapolis, explore botanical botanical art in the museum with Titian Peel. Titian Peel was a noted naturalist and botanical artist. In this hands-on program, participants will learn what herbs were cultivated and how they are used for cooking and medicine. The program also features a take-home craft of a botanical drawing. I haven't quite nailed down all the things going on at Prism in Annapolis, but I see little craft events pop up here and there. And this week on Tuesday, the Little Party Company is hosting a little camp series where children can explore art, science, reading, dramatic play, and more for ages 5 and up. This weekend at Local by Design, they're having their monthly Annapolis Artisans Market. Check out the small collective of creative businesses as they once again open their studios to the public. Meet the artists, check out their shops, and buy some great locally made stuff. And Tuesday at Ray of Light Studio, check out their Summer Still Life class, Learning Pastels for Beginners. All next week at Art Farm in Annapolis, they're having a mixed media art summer camp. Kids between ages 8 and 11 will mix it up all week with all different kinds of media. They'll paint, print, draw, collage, sew, and fold. Endless possibilities with inspiration everywhere. At Clay Bakers in Annapolis this week, on Sunday and Monday this week, they have a glass fusing workshop. They're making nautical coasters this time. Spice up your summer table with these nautical-themed glass coasters. Make a beach house, anchors, crabs, anything is possible. The instructor will walk you through the process of cutting, shaping, and laying out your glass pieces. And all next week at Clay Bakers, they're having their Color Me Crazy Artrageous Summer Camp for ages 6 and up. Campers will create fun projects ranging from pottery painting, glass fusing, clay sculpting, tie-dye, as well as mosaics, giving them an opportunity to try new art media and promote creativity. This week at the Anne Arundel County Public Library System, today in Linthicum they have their Build and Play with Legos. Monday in Broadneck is Coding with Cubetto, which is the simple little wooden robot that's easy for kids to program, for ages 4 to 7. On Tuesday at Brooklyn Park, they have Train Like an Astronaut. Also on Tuesday, but at the Odenton Library, they're doing Snap Circuits. Learn electronics with simple snap-together electronic circuits for elementary school students. And on Wednesday at Rivera Beach, they're playing with Minecraft. At Pongo's Learning Lab and Coder Kids Club in Crofton, the Great Summer Camp series continues next week with their YouTube Stars Summer Camp. Kids will learn about internet safety, how to plan their videos, storyboarding, scripting, recording, and editing, as well as exporting the videos for YouTube and other real-world production skills. Sunday at the Patuxent Lapidary Guild in Annapolis, they have their beginning silversmithing class. They're making rings, pendants, or earrings, as well as a more advanced silversmithing class where they're making stone pendants with a bezel. And next week at Annapolis Makerspace, on Monday our weekly electronics class continues, and as usual, Wednesdays are our woodworking open night, and Thursdays are our electronics open night. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to drop me a line at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can catch me tonight and every Thursday night at Annapolis Makerspace on Renard Court for Electronics Night, and you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Looking for a place where you can dine, catch a live music performance, shop, and enjoy weekly entertainment all in one place this summer? Head over to the Annapolis Town Center, where food, fun, and events are happening all summer long. Enjoy happy hour at a restaurant, jam out to a live local performance, watch a movie under the stars, and shop tons of stores. It's all happening at the Town Center. For more details, check out the Town Center's website at visitatc.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.